Listen, Libra. Thank you, Judy. Lilith and Libra, and I got a wonderful, delicious French chateau. I can't show you the brand, but let me tell you, you cannot find this bottle in a 500-mile radius from New York City. And I'm not going to tell you how much this costs, but it costs several $100s. Lilith and Libra, Cardinal Air. What is the darkness of Lilith? I'm going to read it for filth, Libra. For filth. No, I'm only kidding. It's a good one, too. For $800 a bottle? Venus, Lilith, and Libra. That was for show. This is my shit right here. That was for Libra. This is for my shit. I think there's too much light. I think that's better, you know. No, I don't want the door showing. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's better. That's better. How's everybody doing? Thank you, everybody, for your patience. You know, I am now, it's official now. I will be in Florida Friday. I'm going to try to leave tomorrow, Thursday night. But between Thursday night and Friday night. Stacy Davis, you paid for a reading. And we had 2 or 3 sessions. Please call me so we can continue our sessions. You're paid up for the whole year, so you have a whole year. For those of you who are paid for a birth chart, it's for the entire year. So if I don't get to you or you don't call me to reschedule, it's okay. Because you're covered for the whole year. Sarah White, Sarah M. Puma, Jean, Terza. I didn't forget none of you. But the retrograde has been a bitch. A bitch. And I've had all kinds of technical difficulties. Even downloading the video classes from Mr. Alex Rodriguez. And for a couple of you who've been wanting your classes, you know, my staff is on it. It happens to me every 2 or 3 times a year with the retrograde. It's terrible. It's crazy. You know, even my monies are not coming in the way they should. You know, so thank you so much for your patience. But you know, the retrograde is a tough time. Now, let's discuss Lilith and Libra. Let's start by saying that Libra is a sign of balance, harmony, cooperation, strategic organizing, strategic execution. It rules fairness and fair play. Libra is cardinal air. So the intellect rules supreme. Fuck the intuition, fuck the emotion, and fuck perception. Intellect and intellect alone is what matters with this lovely morsel of a cardinal sign. Lilith and Libra. You have to understand that to understand Lilith and Libra, you have to understand that Lilith is the dark side, the dark half of the moon. So when we think of Lilith and Libra, we think of Eric Gardner. Eric Gardner that was put on a chokehold for selling cigarettes. and then died of a heart attack a few hours later. And the way they wrestled him to the ground and treated him like some kind of animal. And the officer who had the chokehold on him, I'm not going to mention his name because I'm not allowed to mention his name, you know, even though the case is already settled, got away with it, was acquitted, wasn't held accountable, and kept his job. What about, what's the name of the cat with the hoodie that got shot? You know what I'm talking about, Trayvon Martin with a hoodie who got shot and killed by a cop who shot first and then asked questions later. Lilith in Libra, where the justice system fails you and the innocent get punished and the guilty get away free. Lilith in Libra. Oh, the beat. Give me the beat. Boop, 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 boop. Doo-doo. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, sorry. Hey, you know me already. Okay, so understand that Lilith in Libra is not always going to make you fair, or you're not going to engage in fair play. What's his name? O.J. Simpson. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Ain't that what they said? Right? If it doesn't fit, if the bitch don't fit, you must acquit. Right? Johnny Cochran, the defense attorney for, you know, our legendary football star, and got him off. And we know that he killed her. We know he killed Nicole Kidman. I'ma say it. He killed her and killed the dude that was with her. He's a cancer. You already know. You already know. He got away with murder. The justice system failed the victims of Nicole Kidman, that girl, and the parents and the families of that man, which I cannot mention, that was also murdered ruthlessly. It was covered up because of money. Money. If you got money, like the French say, if you got money, you can get away with anything. Lilith in Libra. So when you're born with Lilith in Libra, you don't play fair. And you'll take a bargain. You'll take a plea bargain. You'll take a settlement. And you'll throw your best friend under the bus for a couple of nickels on the dollar. Lilith in Libra. The big grip me. Listen, I have Lilith in Taurus. I'm essential. I can't stop it. When we did that was the criminal justice system, and I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. The elections between Donald Trump and Hillary Rodham Clinton. Hillary Rodham Clinton had the popular vote, and she was ahead. She had the popular vote, and she had also the electoral majority votes. So she had the popular vote, and she had the electoral vote to get her to be president. Over. It wasn't margin. It was over. Donald Trump was not popular, had the lowest in the polls in popularity, and was 170 points away from the electoral threshold to be nominated. How did the motherfucker win the presidency? Hillary Clinton got a call. I'm not going to tell you who made the call, but it came from the CIA and from other places which I'm not allowed to talk about. Secret societies. They called her and they told her, concede to Donald Trump. This country is not run by what you see. What you see presented to you is a puppetry. The real the real archons are ruling from high places. And some of them have human form, but most do not. This is Lilith in Libra. Donald Trump did not win fairly. He did not win by neither count, popular or electoral. And Hillary was, they called her and told her to concede to him. Despite how she felt. Despite all other things being equal, she had to concede to Donald Trump. This is Lilith and Libra. You don't always get a fair play. And things, and not all men are created equal. Well, you have Lilith and Libra. Because this is my drink. So this is the justice system. So now let's talk a little bit about the other aspects of Lilith and Libra that doesn't deal with the judicial or court or justice system. Right? Come on now. Act right. Okay? Let me tell you. When it comes to love and human relationships, if you have Lilith and Libra, your relationships are expendable. You can be fair weathered. You can be fair weathered. If you have Lilith and Libra, you'll marry for money. And you'll probably kill your partner for money. Like those, if you ever watch Snap? No, well, you know, and the wife marries the husband, and suddenly he shows up dead or killed. There was a gun robbery or break-in. Bitch staged it all up and had him killed for his money. That's Lilith and Libra. You kill your partner for money. Or you kill your partner so that you can fuck your lover and have the money. If you have Lilith and Libra, you could be a sociopath, a psychopath, and use people as tools and as pawns to achieve your ends. Not giving a fuck about how they feel. Well, Libra already doesn't really much give a fuck about how other people feel already. My thing with Libra is that Libra has feeling. Libra has emotion. A lot of it. But they're not concerned with yours. I mean, let's just be straight up about it. With Lilith and Libra, that's magnified 10 times. This is the sociopathic killer. Ted Bundy, who killed mercilessly with no remorse. Ted Bundy, Son of Sam, Manson. And maybe they didn't have Lilith and Libra, I don't know. I don't remember at the moment. But when you bring and inhumanity to your partner, because Libra rules relationship, it rules marriage. And Lilith there perverses these virtues and principles of Libra. Lilith in Libra will produce a bitch or a motherfucker that will have two families, one in one state and one in another state. Or they'll be cheating like real whores, men and women, while they're still married, not respecting the vows of marriage. With Lilith in Libra, there is an extreme propensity for disbalance in every area and in every aspect of life. You have to look at the underlying reason, the underlying cause, as to what will produce someone that will actually be an antithesis against humanity. Wait until we get to Scorpio. So, what will be the motivation for Libra, the sign of love and beauty, to turn into the sign of hate and chaos? Libra can be contemptuous. Libra is not aggressive, but passive aggressive. With Lilith in Libra, you might actually experience the opposite. You might actually experience the opposite and experience someone who is not um, passive aggressive, but someone who is very, very alpha. It's not surprising to find many people with Lilith in Libra to be alphas, alpha females or alpha males. And this alpha propensity can be taken to such a degree where it can actually cause more harm than good. There is a time when there should be balance, and balance can be mitigated through aggression. You know, Libra represents balance and represents passive aggressiveness, but the opposite polarity of Libra is Aries. So there is a propensity for Libra to be aggressive and be an executioner of sorts. They may not do it as perfectly or succinctly as the cardinal sign of Aries. But this is where Libra can really make a mess of a situation. With Lilith there, she can get people entangled into situations and then leave the person to fend for themselves and even drowned in their drama or in their crisis. When you have Lilith in Libra, Libra will abandon people who are at the brink of crisis, who come to them for help. The Lilith in Libra person will abandon them, leave them. And they'll do this either because they don't know what to do or because they delight in seeing the person suffer. Remember, the opposite polarity of Libra is Aries, the god of war. And Aries, if you know anything about Greek mythology, is the most hated among the gods because he loves war. And it's interesting that Lilith and Aries does not produce this kind of monster, but it does in Libra. Oh, buenas, bueno, los timbales. Lilith and Libra. The concept of fair play and cooperation and equal exchange means nothing to the person born with Lilith in Libra. Their only concern is to forge ahead. You have to understand that Libra is the sign of the social climber. With Lilith in Libra, this man or woman will use his beauty, his charms, his wits, or her wits, beauty and charm, to forge ahead and trample down the steps of those that they want to step down and trample over and dominate over. Lilith in Libra also represents single white female. Remember the movie Single White Female with Bridget Fonda, where the roommate was trying to take over her and be her and eventually kill her because she can't be her unless she's still alive. You gotta kill her. Lilith in Libra. Or the talented Mr. Ripley. You need to watch that movie with Matt Damon. The talented Mr. Ripley. Oh my God, it's a dark movie. That's Lilith. And also Pluto, conjunct Lilith in Libra. So Lilith in Libra. Oh. I was really repulsed, but then the beat took me. My Lilith in Taurus. I'm ruled by the senses. Understand that when you have a Lilith in Libra, there is a propensity for extreme selfishness. Extreme selfishness. And you function under self-preservation principle. Yeah, you do. Another aspect of Lilith and Libra, I mean, the man and the woman are just charming, fascinatingly good looking, attractive, beautiful. None of that means anything because beauty can only be but skin so deep. True beauty comes from within, but this is not respected or valued with those born with Lilith in Libra. When it comes to nature, it's interesting that the person with Lilith in Libra tends to have a special attention to nature. The trees, the birds, the butterflies, insects tend to harmonize and agree with the person born with Lilith in Libra. The person may not know it, but this person can never die at the hands of wild animals. Because animals tend to respond to the Lilith in Libra person. It's weird. You would think it's Virgo, an earth sign, but it does more so with Libra. The sphere of harmonization. The shadow aspect of Libra is that of the schemer and the seducer. A courtesan or a gigolo, not that much different from Libra, from Virgo. If you have Lilith in Libra, you best believe that you have karma in your relationships. So if you have Lilith in Libra, you have karma with your relationships. You might have killed your partner or abused your partner to such a degree that it had left an imprint on the soul. And now either you are going to be abused the same way that you abused others in other lifetimes, or you're going to continue the pattern of abusing others. And the way that you abuse these people depends on the rulership and aspect of Venus, the planetary ruler of Libra, and the aspects of the house placements and rulerships of the planet of the signs of the house placements. So the person born with Lilith and Libra also wants to have their cake and eat it too. And many times they get away with it. But then there are other times where they might not get away with it. There was a movie with Diane Keaton called Looking for Mr. Goodbar in the 70s. That's another movie you need to watch. Donate 3474856258 www.paypal.me/the people's astrologer, or you can donate on Venmo Guys, we are done with Lilith in Libra.